So we're here today at the International Myeloma Workshop, and it's the 17th International Myeloma Workshop held. It's really our privilege to host it here in Boston. I have the honor of co-chairing it with my colleagues, Dr. Stephen Trion, Dr. Nikhil Munshi, and Dr. Ken Anderson. And it's been a really remarkable amount of work putting this together, and I especially want to acknowledge Steve and his partner Chris, who've really done an amazing amount of work in putting this together. I also especially want to acknowledge our sponsors. Industry partnership is fundamental in every way, and there's no better example here than this International Myeloma Workshop, where our industry partners have really been phenomenal. In that spirit, we've got almost 4,000 attendees. We've had over 600 abstracts submitted. I'm very proud of the fact that this meeting has the highest representation of female faculty to date of any of the workshops done, and reflects really the growing role of our lady colleagues in our work, which I think is tremendously important and perhaps sometimes underappreciated, but to us it's been a priority for this meeting. So to have our colleagues be so well represented in a very positive way, I think is a great first. So highest female representation, highest number of abstracts to date, one of the highest attendances to date, and the fact that it's here in Boston, which to me is tremendously meaningful, not least of which actually because we've had such a tradition here of myeloma innovation, and I especially want to acknowledge Dr. Ken Anderson, who's been such a force behind that process and has been obviously an extraordinary partner and mentor and colleague. So with all of that, it's a very special meeting, and in terms of the feedback so far from the meeting, I think people have learned a great deal from it and found it to be a very interactive and constructive experience.